You are listening to ChartingWealth.com for Friday the 17th of March 2017, St. Patrick's Day and the March Triple Witching Day. Now, what do we see going on with our charts? Stocks are down for the day. On Thursday, gold is up. 20-year bonds are down. Let's look specifically to start with SPY, which is, of course, the S&P 500 exchange traded fund. It tracks that index, that big basket of stocks. What do we see on our two-day chart? Well, it rotated over going down along with the derivative oscillator on the 14th. Now, it had been going sideways for several candles before that, and the candle that we have that just finished being drawn on the 16th actually is an up candle. However, derivative oscillator is still negative and the PPO is still negative. So even though we have an up candle, we're being told by our charts we've got really a differentiation here between these two. And what we will go with, of course, is our indicators. Now, we have downplay on the two-day chart. Don't forget, we are still in an uptrend on our weekly chart. And if we go back in time and look, we love to backtrack and see lessons we can learn from the past, particularly when we're looking at a particular index, a particular ETF, or even a stock, is how was it affected in the past? When we had our weekly vertical crossover, the two-day chart was in an uptrend at that time. It continued to trend up, finally broke its trend line, slammed sideways for a while, and then dropped over going down. What it really did was pretty much track sideways and then crossed over going back up on the 10th of February, and from that point really shot up until for the last few days it's been going sideways again. So keep that in mind as to what's happened in the past. Is there more for the market to move up? Well, the weekly chart is still going up, so it is indeed possible. And again, we won't call that different until the weekly chart crosses over going down. It hasn't done that yet. It has lost a little bit on the derivative oscillator, not a whole lot, and it is not moving up at the same angle it had been in, I'd say early to all the way through February. It's flattened out somewhat, but still the weekly chart is up, and it has been a good weekly chart to us. And until that ends, we'll continue to call the market overall in an up mood. On the two-day shorter term, it is in a down move. Actually, on the short term, it's in an up move. That would be the 2-hour chart. So when we have schizophrenia between the two-day and the weekly, we do not have a trade there. If we do see our two-day vertical crossover switch to an up move, then of course we could look to possibly get in and continue to ride that weekly trend. Remember, my friends, we are not forecasters, we are not wishers, we are not dreamers, we are trend followers. And the first trend, the strongest trend, is our weekly chart. The second is our two-day chart. And then the third, sort of our trigger chart, is that 2-hour or sometimes even the 4-hour. So let's continue to push through these charts. That's where we are on the S&P 500 on the Qs. That is the NASDAQ 100. It is in the same schizophrenic mood. Weekly chart is going up. Two-day chart is going down. We do not have a trade at this point in the Qs. Now, some of you may still be in that weekly market, that weekly vertical crossover. You can be. We are still above the weekly. We are getting weaker. The two-day has crossed over going down. So if you still are, be very careful. Maybe you've sold some of your position, most of your position. You're letting some things ride. Just continue to watch and be careful. Let's keep pushing through our charts. We next go to TLT. That's the bonds. What do we see going on with our 20-year bond fund? Well, it is still in a weekly uptrend. That has not changed. The trend is still in a weekly up. Not a strong weekly up. The derivative oscillator is losing its energy, but it's still called in a weekly uptrend. That two-day trend, however, is down. And again, bonds were down for the day, 0.51%. Although bonds kinked up on the first day of the last two-day candle. That happened actually on the 15th, and because we have a huge, a very long, about what, 2 times as long as the open box green candle is long. We have a long wick, which means all that price movement petered out and ran down, but still is a green up candle. However, derivative oscillator still in the negative, actually getting a little stronger, and the price percent oscillator has flattened out, but still also in the negative. So that schizophrenia doesn't bank us into a trade at this time. Now, if we continue to move through these charts, we can see that on that 2-hour chart, it did start going up back, oh gosh, all the way back at 4 p.m. on the 10th. It sort of lost that momentum and then gained it again starting in the morning on the 14th, moved up, and for the last day has really been sliding sideways. So we'll continue to keep an eye. Hopefully we will see some new weekly vertical crossovers occur in the near future, giving us some more good feelings about jumping into some trades. We don't have that yet. So no trade at this time on TLT. Lastly, let's check out gold. Gold is still in a confirmed uptrend on the weekly chart. 2-day chart is down. 2-hour chart is up. And again, it looks very similar to what we see in TLT right now until there's a crossover on the 2-day chart in the same direction as the weekly chart. We don't have a possibility for a trade in gold. It could be a strong enough down move on this 2-day that it drags gold over. If it does do that, we will of course keep you posted. We can look at the weekly gold chart and it's still actually tracking up. So don't give up hope on gold rotating back around and continuing to go up again. Again, we're trend followers. We'll do what the charts tell us. We so appreciate you being with us. Hope that you're filling out your daily market worksheets. Guess what happens at the close of business on Friday? We start working on that weekly comprehensive review and forecast. We will sure get that ready for you over the weekend. If you're not already signed up for the text notification when there are weekly vertical crossovers, you need to do that, my friends. It's easy to do. All you do is text to the number 33222. That's what you actually put into your phone, 33222. You need to text the word charting wealth. That's one word, charting wealth. No space in between charting and wealth. Please text that to the number 33222. You would not believe what I've gotten so far. I've gotten email messages of 33222. I've gotten, I've not gotten any actual phone calls yet. I've also gotten, emails. I'm trying to think. Oh, I've had people on the YouTube channel send me 32222. I mean, it's rather funny. Please. Oh, and Facebook. I've also gotten Facebook messages of 33222. That does not work. You just need to text to the number 33222. You want to text the words charting wealth, one word. We'll be happy to put you on that list. But we appreciate you being with us. You appreciate what we do. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Of course, the best thing you can do is go to chartingwealth.com and subscribe to our daily podcast. What we will do is every day when we finish this up, we download it, we put all sorts of great information with it, and we fire it off to you. What do you get? What's that great information? Well, you get our latest version of our How to Read a Stock Chart video that you need to watch and listen to carefully to understand what it is we do and how we do it. Then you'll also get a link to the PDF so you can print out as many copies as you need of a blank daily market worksheet. Also the weekly market worksheet for you to complete over the weekend before the market opens on Monday. You keep these in your trader's notebook. If you really want to get good at this, my friends, all we ask is 10 minutes a day. That lesson ended about 3 or 4 minutes ago when I started talking to the new folks about how to engage with us. The other thing that we'll send you, besides the daily market worksheet, weekly market worksheet, the layout, and the How to Read a Stock Chart video, we will send you the layout. We'll send you a link to that so that you can go to freestockcharts.com and sign up and receive the layout that we use every day on the show. Lastly, if you want to help us out, please go to iTunes, subscribe to our channel, give us a 5-star rating, say something nice about us. You guys have made us as popular as number 9 in the world for stock trading podcasts, number 6 in the world for stock market podcasts, and we so appreciate that. We do this all for you. We do it at no charge. It is just a gift we give back, and we appreciate all the nice things you say to us. We also appreciate your questions, problems, concerns. You can always email us, cw@chartingwealth.com. You can also go to the website, get that information right there. Chartingwealth.com is the name. God bless. Take care. We will continue to bring this important information to you every day the good Lord allows us to do so. God bless.